Hello everyone, I'm Patileji, Assistant Professor HM College Kar. In today we are going to learn about the objects. What is object? Then the types of the object. After that, BOM means browser object model and the DOM that is document object model. Let's see the concept for the object. What is object? A JavaScript object is an entity having state and behavior, means properties and methods. JavaScript is an object-based language. Everything is an object in a JavaScript. JavaScript is a object-based language, not a object-oriented language. Let's see the type of the object. The first is the number of object. The number object represent the numerical date, either integers or a floating point numbers. In general, you do not need to worry about the number object because the browser automatically converts the number literals to instance of the number class. Let's see the syntax for the number object. Var val is equal to new number in bracket number semicolon. Here the var is the keyword, val is the name of the variable, new is the keyword and the number is the object. In the place of number, if you provide any non-number argument, then the argument cannot be converted into a numbers. It returns none means not a number. Means instead of this number we are not giving any argument, then it returns none, that is a not a number. After that there is a second object is the math object. The math object provides you properties and the methods for mathematical constant and functions. Unlike another global object, math is not a constructor. All the properties and the methods of a math are the static and can be called by using the math as an object without creating it. Thus, you refer to the constant pi as a math.pi and you call the sine function as a math.sine in bracket x. Here the x is the method's argument. Let's see the syntax for the math object. Syntax is the var pi val is equal to math dot. In case of the math object, remind one thing, that is math is not a constructor. Math as an object without creating it. In case of the math object, remind one thing, that is math is not a constructor. Math object is used without creating it. We can see in the syntax like math is the word directly used here instead of a new word or the create. After the math object, let's move toward the string object. Let's see what is the string object. The string object lets you know it's a bunch or the series of characters. It wraps the JavaScript string primitive data type with a number of helper methods. As JavaScript automatically converts between the string primitive and string object, you can call any of the helper methods of the string object and a string on a string primitive. Let's see the syntax for the string object. Val is equal to new string in bracket string. Here the string is the series of characters and here the string is the object and the new is the new instant or the new object. Var is the keywords and the val is the variable name. The string parameters is a series of characters that has been properly encoded. Let's move for the next object, and which is the date object. The date object is a data type built into the JavaScript language. Date objects are created with the new date simple bracket open and close. Once a data object is created, a number of methods allows you to operate on it. Most methods simply allow you to get and set the year, month, hour, minute, seconds and milliseconds. Field of the objects using either local time or UTC, that is the universal, or a GMT time. Let's see the syntax for the date object. New date, simple bracket open and close, new date in simple bracket millisecond, new date date string, new date in bracket year comma month comma date in square bracket, hour comma minute comma second comma millisecond. This is the one of the format in between the date will be displayed, that is the YMD or the day, and here is the HMS, and M means hours, minutes and seconds and milliseconds. After getting the date object, let's move for the Boolean object. Let's see what is the Boolean object. The Boolean object represents the two values, either true or a false. If value parameter is omitted or is 0, -0, null, false, none, undefined, or the empty string, the object has an initial value of a false. Let's see the syntax for the Boolean object is a var val is equal to new Boolean in simple bracket value bracket complete semicolon. This is the syntax for the Boolean object. After getting the point Boolean object, let's move for the next object, which is the array. The array object lets you store the multiple values in a single variable. It stores a fixed sized sequential collection of elements of the same type. An array is used to store a collection of data, but it is often more useful to think of any array as a collection of variables of the same type. Means the collection of the variables but which is having the same data type of it. Let's see the syntax for the array object. Where fruits is equal to new array in bracket double quotation apple quotation complete comma orange, which is enclosed in a double quotation, comma mango, also mango is enclosed into double quotation, simple bracket complete and the semicolon. The array parameter is a list of strings or integers. When you specify a single numeric parameters with the array constructor, you specify the initial length of the array. The maximum length allowed for an array is 4294, 967 and 295. After getting the array object, let's see the assign values. How to assign the values to the array object. Let's see where fruits is equal to square bracket in double quotation apple quotation complete comma in double quotation orange quotation complete comma mango double quotation and the mango which is enclosed in the double quotation. The next object is the regular expression object. A regular expression is an object that describes a pattern of characters. The JavaScript regular expression class represents regular expressions, and both string and regular expression defines method that use regular expression to perform powerful pattern matching and search and replace the function on text. Mostly the regular expression object is used in the JavaScript validations. In case of mobile validation, phone validation, name validation, or any type of a validation, we can use the regular expressions. Let's see the syntax for the regular expression. Var pattern is equal to new regular expression pattern comma attributes. In this syntax, let's see here the pattern is a string that specifies the pattern of the regular expression or another regular expression, and attributes mean an optional string. This is the syntax for the regular expression. Hello everybody, today we are going to start a new point, that is the browser object model. What is the browser object model? The browser object model, that is the BOM, is used to interact with the browsers. The default object of the browser is a window. Means you can call all the functions of a window by specifying the window or directly. For example, window.alert in simple bracket double quotation hello JavaScript quotation complete bracket complete semicolon is same as alert hello. In the browser object model, the first object is the window object. The window object represents a window in a browser. An object of a window is created automatically by the browsers. Window is the object of a browser. It is not the object of a JavaScript. The JavaScript objects are the string array date. Let's see the methods for the window object. The important methods of the window object are the first one is the alert, second is the confirm, third one is the prompt, fourth is the open, fifth one is the close, and the last one is the set time out. The alert method displays the alert box containing message with OK button. Second is the confirm. Displays the confirm dialog box containing the message with OK and the cancel button. Alerts having only one button, that is the OK, and the confirmation having the two buttons, that is the OK and the cancel button. Third one is the prompt. It displays a dialog box to get the input from the user. Next is the open. Opens the new window. Close. It closes the current window. It is used for the close of the current window. And the last one is the set time out. It performs the action after specified time, like a calling function, evaluating expression. The next object is the history object. The history object represents an array of URLs visited by the user. By using this object, you can load previous, forward, or any particular page. The history object is the window property, so it can be accessed by the window.history or a. The second point is the methods of history object. There are the only three methods of the history object. The first is the forward, second is the back, and third one is the go. Let's see the description for the forward. It loads the next page. Second method is the back method. It loads the previous page. And third method is the go. It loads the given page number. Next point is the examples of the history object. History.back for the previous page, history.forward for the next page, history.go in bracket 2 for the next second page, history.go minus second for the previous second page. See, these are the examples of the next object is the navigator object. The navigator object is used for the browser detection. It can be used to get browser information such as app name, app code name, user agent, etc. The navigator object is the window property, so it can be accessed by the window.navigator or the only navigator. By using navigator object, we can get the information about the browser. Next point is the properties of the navigator object. There are the many properties of the navigator object that return the information of the browser. First property is the app name. It returns the name. Second is the app version. It returns the version information or the version name. Third property is the app code name. It returns the code. Next object is the screen object. The screen object holds the information of a browser screen. It can be used to display the screen with height, color depth, pixel depth, etc. The navigator object is the window property, so it can be accessed by the window.screen or only. Let's see the properties of the screen object. The first property is the width. It returns the width of the screen. Second property is the height. It returns the height of the screen. The next object is the document object model. The document object represents the whole HTML document. When the HTML document is loaded in the browser, it becomes a document object. It is the root element that represents the HTML document. It has a properties and methods. By the help of a document object, we can add dynamic content to our web page. Window.document. Let's see the methods of a document object. The first method is a write string. Writes the given string on the document. Second method is a write ln string. Writes the given string on the document with the new line character at the end. The third method is a get element by id. It returns the element having the given id value. Next method is a get elements by name. It returns all the elements having the given name value. Next method is a get elements by tag name. Returns all the elements having the given tag name. Next method is the get element by class name. This method returns all the elements having the given